MtGox might be done for, but is Bitcoin? After months of issues and an apparent theft, MtGox, the world's largest Bitcoin exchange, has been taken offline, accounting for an estimated 6% of all Bitcoin in existence. But for a while, it seemed like Bitcoin was headed towards the mainstream. So what happened here? Well, let's back up a little bit to November, when the first ever Senate hearing took place on cryptocurrencies. In what many outlets called a love fest, regulators and law enforcement agreed that there are potential benefits to online currencies.
Virtual currency systems, so long as they comply with applicable anti-money laundering and money transmission laws and regulations, are not inherently illegal. And they can be appealing to consumers because they can provide cheap, efficient, and convenient means to transfer currency.
And yet, the mandate was pretty clear. To survive, Bitcoin exchanges need to play ball. Many in the Bitcoin community, at least those who spoke at the hearing, seemed welcoming of some level of oversight.
As one entrepreneur and member of the Bitcoin Foundation put it succinctly, if you give us clear rules, we will follow them and we will build jobs.
But that doesn't mean the Bitcoin community was ever a united front. Even back in May, there were suggestions that MtGox in particular was resisting guidelines, as I heard at the Bitcoin conference in San Jose.
The Treasury released this guidance indicating that all exchanges needed to be licensed. Gox did not do so, did not apply for the license, so I think they sort of put themselves in the crosshairs.
And later on in August, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security seized millions of dollars belonging to a U.S. subsidiary of MtGox called Mutum Sigillum. In spite of all this, some people apparently still held Bitcoin in MtGox, because over 700,000 coins were reportedly stolen this week in what is now being called a security breach. And by Tuesday, the site was completely shut down, its Twitter feed deleted, and a very brief statement released, reading, "A decision was taken to close all transactions for the time being in order to protect the site and our users." Still, true believers remain confident that this is just a setback for the cryptocurrency. Reps from the companies Coinbase, Circle, BTC China, and others released a joint statement saying, as with any new industry, there are certain bad actors that need to be weeded out, and that is what we're seeing today. So what do you think? Is there still a future for Bitcoin, or is this the end? As always, let me know your reactions on Twitter, Facebook, Google, or VK, all at Andy Gauss. And for full coverage, be sure to check out my past videos on Bitcoin, including an interview with Coinbase co-founder Fred Ursum.
We want to support what we believe to be an objectively more efficient payment mechanism.
And coverage from the Bitcoin conference last spring.
As is typical in Bitcoin, everything moves faster than you expect.
Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.